All right. Officially live. Change the thumbnail real quick. Do some stuff. RJ's here already. That's great. Thank you. And now I can change it. So we're not going to get TJ Warren. I don't know if you heard. He's signing with the Nets this morning. Don't know the details. It's only for 1 year. I'm going to assume, you know what we can do actually is we can research this. So I'll research this in a minute. Cool. RJ, we never were going after KD. That's you're drinking the Kool-Aid out there, man. The market right now is kind of stalled because of not knowing where KD's going, but just relax, man. I just you got to be careful with the neediness. Don't take it personal. You've been on here a million times, you know that. But we as fans need to sit back and let Bob do his job. Not doing that. We did that last live stream. If you want to go to the last live stream to the 1 hour mark, go do that. Please, we talked about KD all last live stream. We please not talk about that Kool-Aid people are drinking. So I know that some of you guys are new here, so that's great. Every time having new people is cool. But I've talked about KD to death. I'm not doing that today. You can go to the 1 hour mark of the last live stream 2 days ago and get your fill of KD. I love KD actually, but he's not coming to the Warriors, and I'm not going into all the detail. All that stuff, you know, rumors, it's not really a rumor. I explained it all last game. So if you weren't here to get the landscape get the dissection of all of that, then I'm sorry. We're not doing that today. Let me pull up Miami versus Warriors right now on ESPN 3. I don't like the fact that Pat Beverly is as tall as I am. So that's my quick assessment on Pat Beverly. He's a solid guy, but I think the NBA is trending towards the NBA is trending towards longer players, tougher athletes like Dante DiVincenzo. Don't get me wrong, Pat Bev is an incredible on-ball defender, but I like, you know, bigger, longer athletes. And I don't know that I would. Oh wow, look at Chase Center, pretty empty outside. I just don't know that I would be able to plop Patrick Beverly. This is the litmus test. Can you? It's like Star Trek holodeck. I said this the last 2 live streams, maybe 3, maybe 4. But you, I guess it can't be 4 because we had Game 6, which recently got reinstated. Hey, Michael Mulder, playing for the Heat. So our YouTube channel got our Game 6 live stream back because it was marked as a copyright, but we didn't even, it was fair use of the tiny little portion of the screen for the score. But I'm not going to do that again because it's part of the YouTube algorithm. But anyway, what you want to do with guys like Patrick Beverley, Carmelo Anthony, the list goes on, is quite simple. Man, the arena is absolutely empty. What you want to do is you want to go to the Star Trek holodeck and play game 4 or game 5 or game 6, probably all of them in a row for, that would be like 6 straight hours. And you want to plop Pat Beverly into those key moments. Like, is he going to be part of that group of guys that gets 3 stops in a row and runs in transition and we get a fast break 3 out of it? Maybe, but it's not like, oh yeah, for sure. I can picture Dante DiVincenzo in that scenario more so against the Celtics because he's a big guard, guarding Marcus Smart. Pat Beverly is tough, but I'd just rather have Dante in there. I would. Anyway, Michael Mulder was on Warriors payroll. I don't think he was. Was he? Because I think we waived him at some point. Maybe there's remnants, but then you're talking details. All right. Yeah, I'll go to Twitch and do that. So let's find it. Here it is. Let's go to Twitch. Let's get the name of this. Start stream. Okay. So let me set up Twitch real quick. Okay, here we go.
Hard to hear for the first game of the last day of the 2022 California Classic. Warriors.
I had to turn that down.
To roll from Chase Center. Let's take a look at the starting lineups for these teams.
Wow, there's literally nobody in there. Okay, so my stream is going to be slow. You can go to Twitch as per the description. Let's see, how do I do this? I got to put a title. GUI Santos. Hope he has a good game. Hope he has a good game. Okay, just went live on Twitch. And for those of you on Twitch, I am going to also put the YouTube link if you want to chat, because there's not a whole lot of chat going on Twitch, to be honest with you. So if you want to chat, please go to our YouTube. Okay. Pretty cool though. We got 6 viewers on Twitch already. And we're about to get started here. Quindary Weatherspoon. What's up, Quindary? He gets to play. He's starting. Yes, check the description. Who do you think would be best at center? No idea. A lot of names have been tossed around. Serge Ibaka, this, that, and the other thing. Whoever they sign is whoever I want. I'm full trust 100% in Bob. There's talk of Boogie Cousins. If Boogie Cousins is the guy, then Boogie Cousins is the guy. If he's not the guy, then he's not the guy. We're talking about guys that are deep on the depth chart. So We'll figure that out, and we'll be fine. Don't blow a gasket on the remaining guys. We had, I mean, it's like the stock market. We had Otto Porter pop. We had Gary Payton pop. Everybody pop. Even Bielitsa pop last season. So we got to find those guys that'll pop again, and that may or may not happen. So we have, starting at center, I like to call him Vespa, but that's not his name. But here it is. Sleva. Oh, excuse me. Allergies galore here. Quindary over to Sleva. Justinian Jessup will launch a 3 on the catch and shoot immediately, but misses it. There's nobody in the stands, literally. All right. Miami hits a 3. They're big man. I'm going to shut the window because my allergies are going nuts. It'll get a little hot in here. GUI Santos catch and shoot 3. So I'm at 9:02, 9:01, 9 minutes if you want to sync up on the commentary. So not a whole lot of moves, but we wait. Not a whole lot of moves across the NBA. Scottie Pippen Jr. is with the Lakers right now. I haven't really paid attention to him at all because he's not on the Warriors. I'll pay attention if you're on the Warriors. So there's only so much I can have on my plate at one time. We are going to get vets in those veteran minimum spots because we have enough young guys. Ryan Rollins, Patrick Baldwin, they're all going to be on the roster. Miami moving the ball around. Michael Mulder for 3. I'm at 8:24, 8:23, and we throw the ball away. Oh, man, that's just... Check out Seth Cooper. The coach went out to literally talk to Moses Moody stride for stride. Thought that was interesting. And anyways, if I'm Pat Beverly, I would usually wait until buyout season, but I don't know his contract status. So anyway, Moses Moody, catch and shoot 3. So we finally got off to a good start hitting shots. 2 days ago, missed. 2 days ago, Lester Quinones went on the podium post-game and said, yeah, I think our offense is going to start clicking because they haven't been really playing a whole lot together as of late. So getting more burn together. Bad screen by Sleva. Seth Cooper can't believe it. So we got 7:36 to go inbound coming up. Glad you're here with me. Kind of weird to have a game at 12 on the Pacific time here, and after Independence Day, happy July 4th. It's a little bit of a Mulder hit another 3. So they're up 9-6, 7:21, 7:20, 7:19. And I'll catch up to your comments shortly. But good to have you here, even though, Quindary slapped the backboard on a nice baseline drive, but missed it. Maybe didn't need to be as zealous on the slapping of the backboard. Moody gets a block on the Miami center. At some point, maybe I'll look up the names, get a box score. I should throw up a box score right here. And they let the shot clock run out. So let's look up a box score right here. Here we go. So they got Gary St. Jean. Wow, Gary St. Jean, the venerable one, to do color with Kevin Dana, play-by-play. Quindary, pull up 2. At the podium about 3 days ago or 4 days ago, last week, Quindary said he would try to be more of a playmaker because he's already a shooter. Mike Boulder's on fire. I think that's 3 of them, 3 threes. He definitely wants to stick it to the Warriors for letting him go. Sleva draws a foul. Good fakes. All right, what do we got? Time to check the comments. Oh, let's everybody hit the like button. Everybody, please splash the like button. For those of you that are here, we got any blue wrenches here today? Okay. Oh, Bruce is here. Yay. He's too young. Well, what if he shows out? You never know, but yeah, you're probably right. Scouts only. Yeah. Fans aren't allowed in today? What? Holy smokes. Wow, explain that one to me. Okay. What? Colin Sexton? Really? Wow. Okay, let's look him up. Colin Sexton. For real? Wow. No, he's with the Cavs, isn't he? What's going on with Colin Sexton? Last played for the Cavaliers. I guess they got Garland now, right? So what we do, let's go to Hoops Hype. Nah, let's go to Spot Track because man, talk about a guy that fell off the map, Colin Sexton. Okay, so qualifying offer $7 million. Huh. Restricted free agent. How are we going to get Colin Sexton? That doesn't make sense. Let's look up Hoop Type. So this is what we do when you throw out names like this. Just research it because I don't have it memorized. I don't know every single guy's salary situation. Let me see it from the point of view. Go ahead and do 2021. Looking out. No, that didn't make any sense there. That's the problem with Hoops Hype. Their table is missing 2022 for some reason. There he is. Green means a player option, I thought. Qualifying offer. Okay, so he's a restricted at $8 million. We can't afford him. You'd have to pay him at least $8.5 million to go after him. So, RJ, please, can you do that research before I have to do that research? Please. Oh, gosh. Mohammed, it's in the description. I don't want to type it in here just in case someone from the NBA is watching and they get mad that I'm streaming on Twitch. So, got to look around. It's in the description. Did you guys splash the like button? Where are we at with that? 28 likes and 100 concurrents. We can do better. Let's get some likes. Moody N1. Wow. He's just so versatile. Can do so many things. Gotta love the allergies. Gotta love it. All right, Moody hits a free throw. We're down 16-13. Ball inbound, 4:57, 4:56, 4:55. Why would we get Sexton from a not just an impossible spreadsheet situation that I just showed you, but why would we get Sexton when we just got DiVincenzo? Oh my God. Stop throwing names around like that. This is not Trade Machine where you just go and throw names in a black box. You got to put some intelligence behind your names that you throw out there. Otherwise, you're just like Twitter. You're just throwing out names and you're misinforming people. You're misinforming me. You just spread information on me saying Colin Sexton, he's not even available. He's got a qualifying offer from Cleveland that they can match any offer out there. And that qualifying offer is like 8.5 million. We don't have that slot available. I really come down hard on misinformation, and I try really hard not to give out misinformation. Here's some information. Moses Moody just had a tremendous drive left side, covered the ball for protection, and then laid it up at the last second on a finger roll. Beautiful. 16-15. And Moses now has 8 points already. Jessup with the 3, assist Moody. We're hitting shots today. We're up 18-16. Seth Cooper is clapping. He likes it. Jessup has to do more of that. Okay, so you got names upon names in the comments. So you're just throwing out names. Again, instead of just throwing out names, can you put it in the context of I can envision Avery Bradley playing defense on Jason Tatum. No, not Jason. Jaylen Brown in game 4, game 5, or game 6 of Boston, except that he, whatever, like put it in that context because that's what we need. We need players that can fit into that context. Bielitsa fit into that context to get some minutes in there, and you describe what he does. Moody for 3 on a catch and shoot, no good. So put it in that context and then comment on it instead of just throwing a name out there, I don't envision Blake Griffin having any. I mean, so unless you want to put him on the bench and say, okay, we're not going to have a Bielitsa type, so we might as well go after, put a little more instead of just throwing out a name, which gets very annoying after a little bit, especially on Twitter. That's what I never wanted Let's Go Warriors to do, is just be the same thing where you can just get all these names thrown at you on Twitter. Try and do the extra homework, which is to say, all right, well, I don't see Blake Griffin in game 6 against the Celtics. I just can't picture him in there. So he's on the bench. So what is his value to the team? Okay, so we couldn't find anybody to take that spot that can play the 4 and the 5. His 3-point shooting is suspect, but so you have to explain yourself. That's my point. I'm not saying we need Blake. I don't know, but in talking through it, that's the exercise you should go through. We get rid of the spam bot. Yeah. So we are playing better as a team. That was a good prediction by Lester Quinones after the game the other night. We'll do a drawing again. So I've updated the comments. We'll do a giveaway of various goods, Warriors goods. Go look in the And I'm doing this because we only have a few games left, but go look in the description and go see what kind of prizes we have over there, and we'll pick a winner based on if you left a positive comment. Honestly, leave a positive comment. And Lester Quinones in there, got the rebound on the free throw. Here comes Peyton Willis. I guess they figured because today is a work day, Moody turnover. Because today is a work day at the arena, in society, that there probably wouldn't be a lot of people at the arena, so they just decided not to hire a ton of security and vendors and all of that, and said it's probably a losing proposition in terms of losing money. So let's just do this for NBA scouts. Oh, thank you, mentality. No worries, RJ. It's all good. Okay, Warriors need to find another GP2. I don't know that there is another GP2 out there, so got to try and lower those expectations a little bit. It's not often that you'll get a guy that increases his value from a veteran's minimum to over 9 million. So if you want to find a guy like that, you either got to pay 9 million, which we don't have, or you got to find another guy that's going to pop by that much. I just don't know if that's realistic at this point. So I just, when it's like this, and as RJ said, when it's exciting with free agency and suddenly it's not exciting with free agency, I'm not going to suddenly let go of the rope and jump off the Bob Myers bandwagon. You got to put your trust in these guys. They've done a lot for this organization, and they set it up to have a really good future. So I think it's our duty as fans as fans that bring positivity, fans that bring erudite takes, that we owe it to the team to say, okay, keep working hard, and we get it. We're with you. We'll see who you select in free agency, and we're gonna roll with that guy. And it's probably not going to be a guy of Gary Payton's caliber. It might not be a guy of Bielitsa's caliber. The market might be Quindary. Thought he tapped the ball, but the worst part about that was Quinones wasn't paying attention. I don't know what happened, but he threw his hands up. Just play, man. Don't worry about that, Quindary. Hopefully, like, good feed by Quindary. He wants to be a playmaker. 134, 133 to go. We're down 2 points, 22-20. And first quarter coming down to a close here with 124 left. They hit a wide open three. Don't understand what happened there. I'd love to see the tape. But anyway, Quindary being a playmaker right now. Pretty good pass to the corner, but he can't handle it. Quindary throws his hands up again. Don't worry about it, man. Like, they can't catch your stuff. They can't catch it. Don't worry about it. You don't want them to misinterpret your exasperation for as a condescending thing, right? So just play. Don't worry about the mistakes that are going to happen in summer league. I mean, Quindary has the talent base to possibly get a roster spot, if not a two-way. So he's already got the qualifying offer for a two-way. All right, 40 seconds left as Miami gets a tip in. We're down 7. And Weatherspoon left side gets almost doubled, but now he's isolated. Crossover messes up, and he fouls, and it's going to be a take foul, I wonder. It's going to be a take foul. That's a new rule. There's no doubt in my mind that's take foul. I just wonder how long they will take to issue the technical foul. Nope, no take foul. I don't understand it. I don't understand that. They're supposed to be utilizing the take foul. I don't know what Kevin Dan is saying right now. I've got it turned down a little bit, but that makes no sense to me. That should be a take foul, but maybe through the letter of the law, it's not. Anyways, Miami's center travels. He's very mobile, but anyways, he travels. 13.4 seconds left. 27-20. Let me check Twitch real quick, see how people are doing on Twitch. Where do you check box score? Warriors.com. Somebody want to at Mr. Jim. Here, I'll get you the box score, guy, because I happen to have it on our YouTube. Where's Baldwin? Baldwin is not playing until Vegas because of his ankle. Wow, we got a steal. Oh, lefty shot at the end of it. Interesting. What was the, let's see, who shot that? That was 28, number 28. Alex Morales, 26, or Caleb Ledoux. Oops. Anyway, that's the end of the first. Oh man, I got some allergies going on here. On the west side of the San Francisco. 21 viewers on Twitch. All right. Let me put the score up. 27-22. So people on Twitch, if you want to leave a comment on YouTube, there's a giveaway on YouTube. Man. Twitter is ugly for Bob Myers right now. Man, that's, oh God. It's so ridiculous over there. I'm sorry you had to go through that, like, to look at that. That's why I got off that app and only do select tweets from people I trust. I mean, right after we won the finals, they're still throwing Bob Myers under the bus. Jeez, they're really hitting us, Bruce, on the, good thing you're here, man. Hitting us on that spam. Everybody keeps saying Kai Soto. I don't know, man. I don't know. Just kind of difficult to get a guy that's not terribly athletic into the NBA. I'm sorry to say. He doesn't jump off the page, but I get it. I get the Filipino love out there in the comments. Got a quick transition here to second quarter. Gee finds Weatherspoon, and Justinian Jessup draws a foul. Quindary had a putback, but Jessup got fouled before that. Is he going to go to the line? Yes, it's a shooting foul. Jeez, really, man? We got a psychopath in the comments. Okay, why didn't Jordan Bell, Damian Jones, etc.? It was a different era. I mean, I think those guys got shoved down the depth chart to JaVale McGee. Did they not? We had Boogie Cousins. You can't have them all, Scott. We don't get 18 NBA slots and everybody else gets 15. Weatherspoon loses the ball. Is Moody playing defense? He was really bad at staying in his man. Are you worried? Are you worried about Moody? This is to give Moses Moody some run. This is to get him, some sweat. This is not to evaluate nor develop Moses Moody. He's already proven in NBA playoff games. Like, this isn't about developing Moody. This isn't about questioning whether he's a good defender. It doesn't matter what he does in this summer league. It literally does not matter. Moody is replacing Gary Payton on the roster. So get rid of that. There's no evaluating Moses Moody in summer league. He's just getting a run in. Maybe get a little bit better. Maybe work on a few other things that maybe works, maybe doesn't. But I'm not worried about Moody. And we're worried about the other guys and anybody that pops off the page, be it Jessup or GUI Santos, those types. So we're down by 7 after Bouye, what a name, scores over GUI Santos. We're moving the ball around here. Good ball movement, good 1.0.5 basketball. I almost said 1.5 basketball. Quindary throwing the ball around, gets it back, shoots a 3, short. We're still worried about Quindary. He's got a 2-way contract waiting for him, but will it be a regular contract? That depends on his play here. Hey, that's Jovic. All right. I like Jovic in terms of a draft pick. Didn't fall in love with him or anything, but, seems pretty solid. You got Baba over there, the Japanese player for the Warriors. 33-24, 808. 33-24, 808. Man, Bruce working overtime there. Jordan Bell just really didn't have an offensive game. And, we're talking about 13th, 14th, 15th roster slots on the team. It's hard to really kind of analyze those to death, It's kind of just there's a lot of other variables that come up. Times will change, whether it's in the past you had a KD on your roster, so you wanted a point guard that could offset that on the second or third unit that can hit a jump shot on a catch and shoot. So you go out and get a Quinn Cook. There's other Chris Boucher back in the day, raw guy, way down the depth chart with KD on the squad. Jordan Bell down on the depth chart, but had to step up against teams like Houston deep in the playoffs because we had injuries and stuff. So he did well. But I could spend all day trying to think of what things Jordan Bell didn't really click with, but we're talking about a guy that's way down on the depth chart. I just don't know if it's worth my time. Quinndary with the athletic contortion on the catch from GUI Santos, but then he makes a bad foul way out there. But great pass, lead pass by GUI. Oh, you know what I should do is check some Twitters, see if we got any tweets from people on the scene. Try and keep an eye on that next time. We're fouling too much again. So another stop in the action. We have 9 fouls. Is that right? We have 9 fouls in the... How are they counting the fouls? Maybe by the half. Maybe we don't shoot until 10 fouls. I don't know what's going on. Maybe it's different rules. Jovic, fadeaway. Good. Interesting. Yeah, I would agree. We need a 6'7", 6'8" guy, and then we need a 4 that can also play the 5. So we'll see who that is. Another foul by Quinndary. Oh man. I don't know if it's work ethic either. I don't know that you can automatically judge a guy. Remember what happened to Andrew Wiggins? Remember what people were saying after Wiggins proved that he's worth his 30 million? It's circumstances, it's situation. Andre Iguodala said that in this podcast, whether that was on Draymond's podcast or his own podcast, whichever one I was listening to. I wouldn't be too quick to judge because a lot of things happen. So didn't work out for us. It didn't work out for us. It happens. Never going to bat 1,000. Moody from 3, no good. We're down 10 again. Moody got a block, then got called for the foul, but it was a foul on Gilliard, and we have 10 team fouls. It's definitely an accumulation through 2 quarters, though. So I'm thinking they go 2 foul shots on the 10th foul. Why don't they usually just leave the fouls count up on there? They should do that in the NBA season. Tell us about Isaiah Roby, 12 Knives. What do you know? What do you know about him? I don't know anything about him. And if I go and do research on Isaiah Roby, shouldn't I go do a research on every 6'8" guy? But then I don't have the time. So you hear a name, go research it, tell us about it. Late shot clock. 3, 2, got to shoot it, Moody. Way out there. Back rim. Baba's in there. Oh man, Miami's killing us. Down 13, 548, 547. All right, swinging around a few times, nothing doing. Offense very stagnant. Moody now has to go one-on-one. Oh gosh, GUI Santos. Oh gosh, Gilliard fires it. That's what's happening. We don't really have a whole lot of talent to score out there, so we're just throwing the ball around and then taking the last shot. And Miami throws it away. They should be up 20, but they're only up 13. One of my thoughts on the Warriors offseason, it's not over yet, but so far I like the Dante signing because he's a big physical defensive type guard that can hit a three. And we learned a lot from the Looney, Gary Payton, Juan Toscano Anderson. We've learned a lot from there. What Guy Santos hit a three. So he's jumping off the page a little bit. Why don't we talk about that at halftime? We've learned a lot about the limits of Lacob, what he can pay in luxury tax. Santos misses a layup. Too bad. He had a nice spin, though, to get to the rim. Mulder against Moody. Okay. Well, instead of feeling worried, I think I said this last live stream, you just have to appreciate the roster that we had and the work that Bob Myers did last year. To have Gary Payton go from minimum to 9 million, to have Bielitsa step up, to have who else went crazy? Otto Porter go from that to now he's making I think he's making a mid-level with Toronto, I think it is. So he got a raise. That doesn't happen usually. So I think instead of getting worried about this season, you should be more appreciative of last season. What we're going through right now, there's at least half the NBA would love to be in our situation where we have 4 guys locked up: Steph, Clay, Dre, Wiggins, another guy that's about to get locked up, Jordan Poole. That's 5 guys. Then you have 3 lottery picks coming up, and that's just not normal. So you should be appreciative. You shouldn't be worried, really. Jessup has hit a couple, so he's doing well in terms of the shooting percentage right here. Well, 1 for 3, I guess, is not bad. So he hasn't hit a couple. He's hit a couple free throws. I thought he hit 2 field goals, but I may be mistaken. Just the one. Yeah, so I'll go through what my thoughts are at halftime. Gilliard's getting hot. Yep, Summer League allows for 10, but I'm looking at the screen right now and it says 10 team fouls. So how do we hear what Kevin Dana's saying? You don't. Unless you have ESPN. Go sign up for ESPN. The whole point of this is so that you're not listening to Kevin and you're listening to me. I'm not here to just replay the entire broadcast and not contribute anything. Why would I do that? So Quinn is fouling too much. Yes. Okay. So as far as, are we done with the quarter here? Bit of a yawner. 3 minutes to go. All right. I'll do that. Miami 45, 35, Q2, 259. Excuse me. Allergies. So what I think so far, we signed Dante. Otto left us. So what I think so far is we know that we weren't going to sign Gary Payton for more than the veterans minimum. No, I mean the more than the taxpayer mid-level exception. So all this stuff I've actually been saying for the last 4 live streams. So I'm a little tired of explaining it again, but so if and I have allergies, so I'm a little I'm at 80% right now, 80% right here in front of you. 85%. Not a whole lot of energy from the game we're seeing right now. So basically we know and not a whole lot of energy because of the free agencies. Kind of wait and see what KD's going to do, because then you have all these other dominoes, smaller dominoes that will fall after that big one. So I'm a little tapped out. So mainly it's just that now we know that throughout this next run, especially with Jordan Poole, I think it's good news. It may be bad news for Gary Payton, but it's good news for Jordan Poole. I think Lacob has already put in his mind that we're going to get Jordan Poole that extension that he deserves. So there's a lot of money on the table. And for GP to be 29 years old, Moody, good job to get to the line. For Payton to be 29 years old, and you got Moody and Kuminga ready to go, wanting more minutes, deserving more minutes. We're kind of handing that small torch over. And the more reps they get, the more responsibility they have that would have been Gary Payton's responsibility. You know, we're just not willing to go that deep into the luxury tax and the repeater tax. Okay, so 2:28 to go. We're down 9. Miami ball. Quindary in there, Moody in there, Jessup in there. They're going to try and post up. Good help by Jessup, but he's too small. Robinson scores down low. We're down 11. 2:11 to go. So let's just get through this half. Moody trying to do stuff. Jessup cuts but loses the ball. Ugly possession there. 2 minutes to go. Michael Mulder misses, but Robinson puts it back. We're too small. We don't have any big guys, really. Chachasvili, maybe. But at the same time, you're not really like, no, there's Chachasvili. He's in there. Moody misses, and he gets a putback. So not really trying to win the game, but we are trying to execute. And Robinson's the biggest guy out there. Been somewhat dominating in there. Oh, a 3. No good for Miami. But gets the ball right in front of Moody. Fire again, no good. And another rebound. Oh, boy. That's going to get our coaching staff mad in terms of, like, guys, can we box out, please? Michael Mulder scores a layup after they get their third possession in one session sequence. Quindary up top. Here comes a screen, pick and roll. Nothing doing. Bothered again. Oh, having trouble handling the ball. Cuts. Late shot there at the buzzer. Ugly. It's ugly. Here comes Miami. And they travel, or was out of bounds, stepped out of bounds, one or the other. Right now, Quindary's telling Chachasvili, he said, look, I passed the ball to you. I cut. You need to give me the ball back. But it didn't happen. And again, I say to Quindary, this is what you're going to get in Summer League, unfortunately. Let me copy some comments to the giveaway. Yeah, so today's a bit of a yawner, unfortunately. Nothing really popping for us. But our offense wasn't good the last two games either, although GUI Santos had that pretty nice first game. Oh, excuse me. You can see I'm struggling through this just like you are. When GUI starts to get some rhythm, coach put him on the bench. I can't understand our rotations, and Quindary already with 4 fouls. Raphael, man, this isn't we're trying to win the game with, the best players. This is a development game. So we have guys are going to get certain minutes at certain times. And it just is what it is. There's no reason to get mad at a summer league game or summer league strategy. We're trying to develop these guys. And I don't know. And maybe you're right. It's summer league though. It's not worth it. You know what's more important than this? A training camp closed scrimmage. So in September, hopefully GUI Santos will be I gotta refresh my screen. Damn it. Hopefully GUI Santos will be in training camp, and whatever scrimmage that they have behind closed doors is going to be even more important than this game. So this game, just take it with a grain of salt, man. I'm waiting for my stream to get back. We're at halftime, so that ended abruptly, 51-38. That'd be funny if Nicole's bless you comment won the giveaway. Quite possible that would happen. Let me check Twitch comments, see what's going on over there. What? Somebody's kind of worrying because I see Moody as the better prospect than Kuminga? I don't even understand what that is. Where are you going with this? They're kind of different players, number one. And number two, why are you letting go of the rope, man? Like, this guy, again, like, we're judging Moody based on a summer league game. Didn't he prove himself against Dallas? Was it Dallas or was it Memphis? Maybe it was both. Pretty sure it was Memphis because Damian Lee had that crappy game, and then Moody came in next game instead of Damian, took his minutes, and proved to me that Moody is the heir apparent to Gary Payton's spot. Not worried about that one iota. Let's worry about that if we go, 3 months into the regular season and by December and Moody sucks. Who here believes that Moody will suck by December? Who here believes Jonathan Kuminga will suck by December? Last season, Jonathan Kuminga by December was clearly not sucking. So what's all this worry from Summer League, especially from Kuminga, who hasn't even stepped on the floor yet? Oh, my goodness. Guys, don't let go of the rope, man. We don't let go of the rope at Let's Go Warriors. We don't do that. So I just gave you my opinion on Moses. Why do they have Mulder out there? Because Mulder's fighting for an NBA contract. That's what you would do. No need to throw Mulder under the bus out of the blue. Why do people do that? Oh my gosh. But then you were nice about Moody, so that's okay. Just can you be mindful not to just throw a guy under the bus? When you make a comment, go, oh, wait, am I throwing Mulder under the bus when I make this comment? Oh, yeah, it might sound like I'm throwing him under the bus. Let me not make this comment. That's where we're different than Twitter. You know, I want to purposely be different than Twitter. Like, that's one of my passions. I'm going to try and catch up with Steph in a couple days in Tahoe at the golf tournament coming up. And I want to show him some of the comments that we've gotten since the new year. There's comments out there from Bruce, Brandon, Backyard Creatures, who we haven't seen in a while, Dean Chambers, et cetera, that are like, man, I love your guys' positivity. Like, I feel comfortable being here. And this is way better than Twitter and Reddit. And I want to show them some of those comments. That's what we're trying to build here. And who knows what that will lead to, but I'm sure that will be a real eye opener. Man, Raphael, you're intent on winning summer league games, aren't you? I just don't think that's important in summer league. Whatever happens. Let's just, there's little goals to achieve. Like one of the little goals to achieve is uh, James Wiseman, just get out there and run up and down the court. Same thing as the last 3 G League games he played. And I said this during those G League games. I said, James, let's not jump all over him over various things. The only thing we need James to do is run up and down the court. And then he turned out he was doing this and that. I did a video on it. Did a sidestep 3, just like showing us the versatility of what that former number 2 pick can do. And that's what summer league's for. Omar, good question. And the reason why I'm small screen here is because I have these allergies, so I constantly blowing my nose and stuff today. Allergies are bad today. Very windy and cold. To answer your question, we have no choice because Gary Payton, that kind of a diamond in the rough, only comes around once every 5 to 10 years. Otto Porter reclamation project and his stock explodes, right? That doesn't happen often. So as I said earlier today, and I find myself repeating myself a lot, but that's okay because we get guys jumping on the chat every now and then. So I might sound a little repetitive to the people that have been on the chat the whole game. But we have no choice but to rely on Moody and Kuminga and so on and so forth. But that's actually, we're pretty much in a good spot. And Jordan Poole. There's a lot of teams out there that envy the situation that we're in, that we would have the confidence, and it's a valid, justified confidence to go with Moody as the replacement for Gary Payton, Kuminga as the replacement for Otto, basically. And we're basically, you know what it is? Let's stop thinking about it that way. Here's the revelation that I made for you, and in my opinion, is your reward for being on here for an hour and 4 minutes. Is that I'm going to write this down in my notes, the 104 mark. Moody and JK are replacements, And now we're finding replacements for Moody and JK. Do you get it? So really it's um, Moody and JK are going to replace Gary Payton and Otto Porter. And now we're going to find the replacements for 2021, 2022, Moody and Kuminga, right? Who are those guys? So maybe it's Baldwin is going to be last year's Kuminga. Maybe it's, or could be last year's GP2 as well. And maybe we need to find another wing. Whatever it is, we'll see what happens. But mentally, if you can make that adjustment, then you're not as outraged. So that's part of my job at Let's Go Warriors is to kind of cure you of your disease. Your disease is that you are on social media a lot, you're on Twitter a lot, and you have a lot of outrage built up. And that's what these social media apps do to you. I don't blame you. If I go on Twitter and spend more than 10 minutes conversing with people, I'm going to start to get outraged and very negative. I'm here. I'm the doctor. I'm here to cure you of that. I'm your therapist. The way to look at this is that Moody has replaced GP2, JK has replaced Otto, and now we just need a couple guys to replace 2021, 2022 Moody and 21-22 Kuminga. So does that make you feel a little bit better about that? Because that's what we're doing here. We kind of have no choice because that's the structure of our salary cap table. And as I say that, why don't I throw up the Warriors salary cap table right here? This is pretty unique salary cap table. So, we have these four guys that's just making boatloads of money, and then we're relying on these guys to be the eventual long-term replacements for those other four on top of them. So at least we have that. Most teams are kind of stuck, and action has started back at Chase Center, but my ESPN stream went down again, so I have to start from scratch again. Very, very frustrating, but ESPN's been known to do that. We're down 10, 9 minutes, 9:02, 9:01, 9 minutes if you want to sync up with me. As we watch the game, I'm going to try and look for tweets that I may have missed earlier. There are a whole ton of them. So give me a few minutes here. I'll catch up next time out. Actually, I'm going to need a restroom break next time out. Everybody see Draymond was at Michael Rubin's July 4th white party. There were a lot of celebrities and NBA players there. Michael Rubin owns the Philly 76ers. Oh, hey, Nicole. Cool. You're at work. Oh, cool, man. Love it. Nicole says, thank you for having the live stream. Cool. I'm glad I could help you with that. Oh, Quindary misses a lefty scoop. So here they come. Jovic, pull up three in transition, man. Gives you a little. And when Quindary got the rebound, he kind of like dribbled it in frustration. Like, damn it, Quindary kind of wears his heart on his sleeve, which is not a bad thing. And shows you he cares. Inbound, same starters. Got GUI Santos, pick and roll Sleva. Oh, hesitation. Oh, nice hesitations by GUI. Man, finds Sleva. Got to put it up. Three-pointer good. GUI's going to get an assist out of that. Let's check some stats. 3 assists for GUI. Sleeva's got 4 assists. I wasn't even paying attention to that. Oh, we got the ball back. Moody downhill. Behind the back to Quinn. And he loses it. And Quinn's not going to complain. Quinn's not going to, show frustration to Moody. But I understand if he did. But that's what happens in Summer League. Pretty sloppy, man. Pretty sloppy ball. That's why you can't really judge Moody based on this. Oh, Guy got knocked right when he came in, right when he inbounded it, and Justinian Jessup hits a three late in the clock, 51-46, 7:25. 8-0 run for the Warriors. Okay, so let me copy some comments. Hey, Dean Chambers, what's up? I mean, Jesus. O2 Wavy. O2 Wavy wants to come here and steal some of you guys. Oh my God. Social media. It's a crazy place. Wild, Wild West. It's the Wild, Wild West. Okay, I've copied those. Dean, how is your internet today? Is your internet cool? If it is, let me know. But if not, it's all good. I gotta do a restroom break. So I'll be right back. Sorry about this. All right, I'm back. Action's back. 51-46, 7-11 to go. Third quarter. Check my tweets here, see if there's anything interesting that we missed. Joe Lacob and Kirk Lacob were there. All right, I'm missing the action right now. I'm sorry. Let me All right, I'll jump back in the action in a minute. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Man, these allergies are killing me today. All right, I'm back. Warriors ball, 6:22 to go. Down 8. Quindary up top. Illegal screen on the big. Chachasvili. Oh yeah. Yep, JK is different for sure, yeah. Good to hear you're not throwing Mulder under the bus. He's just trying to earn a contract. And apparently still oh, this is summer league. So they can sign anybody for summer league. So they say, hey, you got to play summer league, try and make the team, then so be it. Chachasvili with the bucket inside. Oh yeah, remember Michael Mulder has hops? That's pretty cool. No, Wiseman's actually not injured. He's just not gonna play until Vegas, and probably mid to late Vegas because it's a safety precaution to just have him go through some 5-on-5. He went through some full contact 5-on-5 with some guys and some coaches that were actually late to the warm-ups on Saturday's game. Love your mindset about SM. What's SM though? Huh. Wasn't paying attention. But cool. I'm glad I have good mindset on SM. Whatever that may be. Let's see. Do they have any height right now? Well, Chachasvili right there. Quindary makes a free throw. Yes. Dean Chambers. 3 takeaways from this game. Good Lord. Put me on the spot here. Well, I think Summer League isn't really valuable unless you're evaluating the guys that really have a shot. So GUI Santos is doing GUI Santos things from what I saw. Jessup is making more shots. He's going to have to make even more. And Quindary, I haven't seen Quindary play as much till now. And I mean, I like what I see. He's very athletic. And I saw enough from the Christmas game. And right here, he got a steal and he gets 2 points and 1. So I'm pleased with Quindary. I just didn't know he really wears his heart on his sleeve lots of times. And that's good for young players. But then you got to channel that frustration. Like the one time he passed the ball to Sleva and he didn't get the ball back. Channel that frustration into more positive things on the court. But I'm not a coach, so I'm not a Warriors coach. I am a former coach, but those are some things I would probably point out in the tape is that, just move on to the next play, as Steph Curry would advise you to do. And then there's Moody, but I treat this game as just, kind of a run for Moody and kind of get used to playing point guard. So Big Lou, been a while. Good to see you. Playmaker. We will have a fun roster, I think. A fun meaning young and quite energetic with Moody and Kamiga. Eric Pascal got released. Yeah, we talked about Eric last game. We don't see the fit because we try and stick him in a game 4, 5, or 6 against the Celtics. Right? Try and envision that. Just don't know where he fits very well. It's not like he's a lockdown defender type, right? So, yep. I agree with you, Daniel. The problem is our the salaries that are going to the top four guys and then Jordan Poole. So there's only so much we can do with it. And then you have to rely on the championship DNA. Jessup, turnaround jumper. He's starting to make his shots. Good for you, Jessup. Got to keep doing that throughout summer league and then earn a training camp invite. Go from there. Michael Mulder finally misses. Does not do the take foul, so that's cool. Bad gamble on Jessup. Make him pay. No good. Ah, that's too bad. Kind of a make or miss tryout for Jessup, right? He's got to just make those shots. No choice. Kevin Dana saying Mulder hit 7 straight threes. Moody down the lane. Bad defense by Miami. Dunk. And we're down by 1. We might actually win a game. 2:28 to go. Oh, social media. Gotcha. DP. Twitch is 5 seconds faster than YouTube. Crazy. Yeah, sorry. I don't know what to do about that. But anyway, back to the Chacha's really nice pass, but Quindary couldn't convert. I mean Ledoux. Quindary's not in there right now. My fault. Wasn't paying attention. So yeah, our issues with the roster we're a little it's a very unique situation where other teams like Memphis and Phoenix, obviously Phoenix is in the running for KD. We never know what happens there, but you know they got Cam Johnson and Mikal Bridges through their own draft. So that's what you get when you draft your own guys, and that's what we get. Steph, Clay, Draymond, our own guys, right? And then you have the one free agent in there. Theirs is Chris Paul. Ours is Wiggins, which used to be D'Angelo, which used to be KD, and so that's kind of what the NBA allows you to construct, right? So we just have to deal with the stuff that we have. So every championship is precious, and there's the championship we just won. There's probably not going to be a deeper championship team for a long time. So enjoy that, appreciate that, because it is very hard to have guys play way above the contract value, like GP and Otto and Belly did. It's also very hard to have lottery picks, and have them play above their value, essentially. Like, Phoenix has Mikal Bridges and Cam Johnson, and Memphis has a whole slew. Their whole team is a bunch of overachieving draft picks. Even Ja Morant, you could say, as the number 2 pick, he's become an elite superstar that's definitely a perennial all-star. And the only free agent guy, their free agent roster slot is Steven Adams. So I don't know if that changes or not. I don't think it does, but I mean, like, their salary cap table is very clean right now. So they can do some things. And so, yeah. But then they don't have the championship DNA that we have in a 7-game series. We have the ability to be down 2-1 and adjust and win a series, right? We've done that so many times. Other teams just don't have that. So I think it all evens out. Make it to the playoffs. You don't want to face the Warriors because we have that championship DNA. We can be down 2-1 in a 7-game series and turn it around like that. We've done it over and over again. That's what I love. about our squad. But I'll wait 42 more seconds and then do the next comment, copy and paste. GUI Santos gets taken to the hole and won by them. Good bucket. All right, we're back. GUI loses it. Well, that's not a good showing for GUI, but oh well. That's what you do is you take all this tape and then you're the Warriors and then you evaluate and you try and see, okay, who should we have in our training camp roster? And that's what it's going to be about in the next couple weeks. And then heading into September as well. Foul by GUI. With 5 seconds to go, we're down 7. All right, quarter's about to end right here. So I'll catch up on my tweets. Oh, Quinones hits a bucket at the buzzer, but unfortunately, it's after the buzzer. 68-59. 68-59 in the Q3. Let's do some copy and paste on the comments, and then right after the buzzer, let's do the drawing. So I just copied that over. Oh, see all those? Okay, let me finish up my search on Twitter for relevant tweets. So GUI Santos had a between the legs pass. I like what I see, man. You know what this reminds me of, honestly? Sorry to put the phone in front of my face. It reminds me of Jeremy Lin back in 2010 when I noticed all these tiny little things. Of course, he didn't get the exposure like this. We didn't have a California Classic back in the day. It's called a nutmeg pass that GUI Santos did a while back today. Nutmeg. It's funny how that's the name of it because that's what happens in soccer. It's a nickname from soccer. But but yeah, I always thought there would be a better name than nutmeg for one of those. Okay, I'm almost done catching up here on the tweets. So I'm caught up on the tweets. Now I can get to your comments. Here we go with the last quarter. Minutes played, please, on what? Be more specific. Chris Fetter showed minutes played. I'm not showing anything on YouTube. You can check it out on Twitch, man. It's in the description. Go check that out. Somebody in the comments help him out. Game 6, we got our live stream cut off by the NBA because they thought we were restreaming. The YouTube algorithm thought that us showing the scoreboard was showing the actual game. So I don't want the algorithm to make that mistake again. So I'm not gonna show the minutes. I could go up here and scroll up on the box score, but you can grab that in another window on your computer. But we got 9:24 to go, 9:23, 9:22. If you want to sync up, we're down 11, but like it's not like the stuff that I'm talking about is play by play for the most part. But GUI Santos rebound and now brings it up, crossover drives over the sleeve in the corner. Yeah, that was not a good look by Quinones on the turnover. Miami scores again. So it's getting a little ugly out there for us as it has been the last two games. Yeah, we could talk about luxury tax for days, but I mean, I don't have any problem with it. You know, you're the commissioner of a league, which I have been with recreational leagues, adult recreational leagues out here in the Bay. One time I had 125 teams going on once every Sunday in San Mateo, San Francisco, and Oakland. Those were the good old days. But anyway, you want parity. You want another team. You don't want the Warriors to be able to bring back their entire squad. It's a new era. It's different than when Boston won 11 straight. It's different than I said this the last live stream, so I'm repeating myself. It's different than the Lakers before Kobe and Shaq, but even during Kobe and Shaq, like we want different champions. That's what the NBA wants. I don't mind it. It makes it that much harder to repeat and have dynasties. So I think the CBA is working fine. We shouldn't be able to bring back Gary Payton and Otto Porter. We honestly, that's if I'm running the league, if I'm running the NBA, that's what I want. And it worked. It worked out perfectly because still Lacob could have brought back the same team. He could have paid them, but then now you're paying, almost a $500 million in luxury and repeater tax. So yeah, bring it back, but you got to pay. And that's the whole point, to make it fair for some other teams to have a chance. So I think the days of having the Boston Celtics win 11 straight and that being good for the league, those days are over. I'm sorry. You could argue otherwise. You could say it should be Celtics Lakers again somehow. Make it Warriors. Well, we had Warriors Cavs, and but as a former commissioner, I don't mind spreading the wealth. That doesn't mean I'm not going to root for the Warriors, but I think the rules are fine the way they are. So then what you do is like the problems I have are like LA is Hollywood, so they inherently have an advantage, which is probably why the Clippers have not moved from LA to Seattle, is because they don't want to. They want to stay in LA because that's a free agent destination. So they have an unfair competitive advantage there. So does New York, but they screwed it up. Their owner. Now, the Warriors, we've developed an unfair competitive advantage. Oh, Baba just missed the layup. Barely. Would have been nice if he made it. So, what was I saying? We have Chase Center. That's our competitive advantage. but it happens to be not that big of a competitive advantage as I thought it would be. So all of my estimates, throw them out the window. I'm sorry. I tried. I tried to justify that we would be able to pay for at least Otto Porter coming back. I was wrong. So now we see what Lacob is willing to do, and I don't have a problem with it. The CBA is the CBA, and I think it's been built to, it's been honed and made as well as it can be. Quinones with the 3, by the way. So this is not as exciting as GUI Santos surprising everybody, and then Moody having a good game last game. Very subdued today, and you have one guy making a good play here, one guy there. So there's no one blowing your socks off tonight or today. And my stream just froze. Your stream's probably going well on Twitch, but mine sucks because I've got it going on a Chromebook over here. Yeah, I don't have a stream right now. Now I do. Oh, that's the USF guy. Booyah. Doing some razzle dazzle. Got Jovic the 3. So we'll take another timeout. And kind of ugly. 78-65, 557. 78-65, 557. 65, 6 more minutes of this. Some of it's tough to watch. Okay, I see some comments in there. Let me do the copy and paste for the giveaway on the comments right here, which I just did right here. I understand what you're saying, but teams shouldn't be punished for good drafting. No, we're getting punished for our free agents. We're not getting punished for our draft picks. So disagree with you on that one. We're getting punished for our free agents. So I disagree with that. Nope. So I disagree with Dean as well. Gary Payton, we didn't draft him. We signed him as a free agent. Otto Porter, we didn't draft him. We signed him as a free agent. We lost those guys. We kept Kevon Looney, ironically, and we drafted him. So I don't know about that argument, guys. We're not going to have, stocks. Think of them as stocks in the stock market. GP and Otto and Belly popping like that. It just doesn't happen every single year, especially a guy like GP. I mean, even Otto. So, anyways. So maybe Dean can come on at some point later, whether it's today or whether it's the next live stream or whatever. We can talk about that because it's hard to talk about that in limited social media commenting space because I don't really know where you're coming from. We're not getting penalized for. Do you mean Steph and Clay and Draymond? I mean, they deserve to get paid what they're worth. So again, I don't have a problem with the CBA. Now, when we lost Gilbert Arenas, when we lost Chris Webber, those were corrected in the CBA. So those were glaring problems in the CBA that you guys should be mad about because you're Warriors fans, but you probably have no idea about. We lost Gilbert Arenas due to quirky collective bargaining. I'd have to look it up to see the specifics once again. And Chris Webber being able to get traded out like that, there were just some strange things going on back then that I remember reading had to do with certain rules back then. We should be mad about those, which we are mad, and now they're fixed. So those situations won't be happening anymore. But as far as the way it is now, the rookie contracts of Moody and Kuminga and Wiseman are favorable to us. Granted, Wiseman's been injured, so we've hardly been able to have him play. But if Wiseman plays like Ayton, which I think he can do, then he should be worth what Ayton is. So we got this rookie scale situation for draft picks, and it's very favorable if you draft well. So I don't know what you guys are talking about. So kind of hard to discuss it. Me sitting here reading comments that are only so long, and then we got to have Dean on the live or one of you guys on the live to really go through it in detail. So now the bottom's fallen out, and we're down 82.65 with 353. But I'd rather be talking about this stuff in the comments anyways, because the game's a bit boring. Chris Feder says, "Oh my God, you talk so much shit today. I'm unsubbing." Okay, go ahead. Chris, stop saying this stuff. Putting you in timeout. Wake the F up, Rich. Okay. I want teams to keep their young guys. Yep. Can you talk? Chris isn't able to talk in a polite way like Dean Chambers. What are you so mad about, man? Golly, you're taking some negative thing going on in your life and you're dumping it on me because I don't agree with you. So, anyways, I'm catching up on Dean Chambers' comments because Chris Feder is just, good Lord. We aren't talking about Auto GP and Belly. So you're talking about Steph, Clay, and Dre? What about it? We have all these guys. Look at the salary cap table. So what you're saying is, what are you saying? Like, these are our guys right here. They're getting paid what they're getting paid. And it's fine the way it is. Chris is off the rails, man. It's all about, people are mad that we lost GP and then they're transferring over to this draft pick thing. I don't even know what's going on. And Chris, if you're still listening, if you haven't left, I really hope you've left because I don't want people like you on my channel. I'm like this close from just banning you. Just explain yourself. You don't need to call me like, "Oh, wake the F up, Rich." Oh my God, man. Is that rude or is that rude? Who are your parents? Can I have a talk with your parents? Let's have your parents come on the live. Good Lord, man. Okay, Dean Chambers. We couldn't have offered Porter anywhere. What are you saying? Let's see. I know Dean will put it in a way that I can understand rather than yelling at me and insulting me on my own channel. Oh my God, Chris. We're impacted for drafting as if we signed them as an FA, even though we're the ones that developed them. It's ridiculous that if our young guys pop, that we're treated like LA. Okay. But you're talking about the future. So you're talking about JK, Moody, and Wiseman in the future. We're worried about something that's, 2 years away, 2-3 years away. Quindary, good bucket, 3 minutes to go. Man, just yesterday, everybody's yelling about KD and stuff, and I'm dealing with that. Now you want to worry about something 2 years from now. If there's more teams that want that, then it'll happen. It's not up to me. It's not up to you. It's not up to me to get angry about, not up to you to get angry about. Like, I don't get angry about stuff. It's just why? I get angry when people get angry. Like, then you project it on me. Now that's my problem suddenly. Like people like Scott. Is that his name? Chris Fetter. It's like if what does it take? 16 out of the 30 owners vote for this. Great. Cool. Right? Thank you, RJ. If 16 out of 30 owners want what you want in 2 years, fine. Within 2 years, okay. I'm not sitting here getting mad about it like you guys. It is what it is. We would be rooting for the Warriors in the Gilbert Arenas era. We just lost Gilbert Arenas. We're mad about it. Okay, we get over that, and we root for the team, and we watch basketball with the players that we have. The craziest thing is that Chris Fetter is mad at me for this. That's how twisted social media can get. Like, you're mad at me. I'm just sitting here watching the Summer League game, and you guys are talking about, and everybody's mad about losing GP and all that. And we just went through that, just explaining that. Now we're talking about more salary cap stuff. You bring up draft picks, and I'm just looking at it and I'm go, well, all 30 teams got to deal with this, and we just won a championship. So why should I be mad about it? And in fact, I would rather, if it wasn't the Warriors, I would rather see, different teams. Now, I happen to root for the Warriors and provide informational content for Warriors fans for the last decade. So that's where I'm lucky. But if I was, let's go Blazers, I wouldn't want to see the Warriors there all the time. And I'd want to keep things the way they are because I'm up and coming, and I don't want the Warriors to be able to sign JK, Moody, and Wiseman and Poole to what do you want? Like low contracts? Like suddenly, I mean, we get to, I mean, doesn't mean Lacob's going to be able to, I mean, we can keep our own draft picks forever and ever. There's just these penalties. So you're saying raise the salary cap for draft picks? Like if I was Portland, I would say no. I want to keep it this way. But they might have their own draft picks pop. In general, teams don't do a good job at draft picks. They don't do a good job at draft picks, or they don't do a good job at winning. So Sam Presti does a great job at draft picks, but just can't put a playoff team together. Now, once OKC becomes successful, then they will vote for what you guys want. How many teams are out there like that? How many, Memphis would love that. How many teams are out there like Memphis and the Warriors that draft well and put a playoff product out there? Not many of them. So I think you would probably have to temper your expectations and go, okay, the NBA that we know it is probably going to stay the same for a while because we can't get a majority vote on, being able to pay your own draft picks without luxury tax penalties. I mean, are you guys like searching for things to be mad about? Like, I don't understand this mentality. And if it happens, great. Okay. Then let's just keep rooting for the Warriors for making good draft picks. I think the whole problem I have here is not really the subject matter. It's once again on social media, we're talking the psychology of outrage. Here we go again. Like it's just like the same thing over and over again. And I just got to remind you guys over and over again, can we be happy for once? Can we walk through the door and be appreciative of what we have? Do you know how hard it is to get the CBA to the point that it is now? Do you know how hard it is to construct the Chase Center as GUI Santos hits a three to end the game? 94-70 final. So just offer tax breaks or not. I'm not here to go like, I'm just not here to be outraged about that. I'm fine the way it is. We've won 4 out of the last 8 finals with the system being the way it is. And Lacob found a way to do whatever he could to make it have the ability to pay guys more. I don't think there's a lot of owners out there that are going to want Lacob to be able to pay his own draft picks more without penalty. They're going to want it to stay the same because we have a Chase Center. It's because we have all these luxurious things. It's because we have a Steph Curry that made 12 million a year way back when we had KD to eventually get us to this point. I'm pretty happy with things the way they are. I can't complain about that. You just can't get me to complain about this. So it's rare that Dean and I disagree, but it's a psychology thing. I want to be happy. So I forcefully say that this isn't going to bother me. So it may bother you, but I'm trying to stay happy and I got to protect that. You know, these days with so much negativity on social media, you got to protect the happiness. So I think the CBA is fine the way it is. I'm just throwing my hands up in the air on that. Well, you weren't happy a minute ago when you said some bullshit to me. Like, apologize for that, Chris. Prove to me that you're happy. Apologize. You should. The stuff that you wrote in your comment was an insult to me. So, anyway. Yeah, there's names being thrown out there. Calvin, I was saying earlier, if you throw out a name, how about putting some extra like why you think this guy, oh, he made whatever he made last year and it's going to have to be a veteran minimum this year, so he'll either make another veteran minimum or take a pay cut. What is the situation with that guy? Because I don't have tabs on everybody, neither does everybody else, and they're getting thrown all these names left and right. So just explain it a little bit further. Thank you, Kevin. There's a lot of this system that's pretty darn good. And again, I think it just gets down to the psychology of it. I think Santos did okay too. So I'm catching up to all these. Let me catch up to some Twitter stuff just in case there's anything interesting out there. And then we'll do the giveaway after I catch up on some other comments. Let's see. Okay. I think I got through it. Jovic did some things. Good on Jovic. All right. So we're done with the catching up on Twitter, and I'll just catch up on comments, and then we'll go to we'll go do the drawing. Pretty sure Chris Fetter's insulting comment to me will not win a prize today. Oh man. Good Lord. Is it that hard to ask for about to do the giveaway for politeness and respect in the comments? Is it that hard to ask? Oh my God. I don't even know what Chris is. Well, hey, look. So it was worth it. Scott says, I mean, that's why do I keep calling? Maybe I know a Scott Fetter out there that's screwing me up. But Chris, this right here made me think in the moment. This is actually important. This is actually important. 156. I'm gonna write a little note. I never do anything with these notes, but 156 mark. See what social media can bring you to the brink of. I was at a point where I was like, who is this guy? Chris was at a point where he was, who is this guy? And this happens so much on Twitter because I think the exchange, the back and forth is so much less and so much more written and so much more snarky, and you can only do so much in 280 characters, and it's hard to interpret what you're saying. But here, this is a good example where I'm glad that it didn't end up that way. Like, I could have easily banned him. I could have easily lashed back out. But somehow, even though there was still negative connotations, even by me, we came to a point where at least we were able to say, okay, step back from the subject matter a little bit, So I'm glad I stuck with it. I think growth. So I would thank Chris for the opportunity for growth, even though that was a very difficult test for me. But and maybe it's because the game was boring and I wasn't as heated, or not even the game was boring, that the game was so inconsequential that there wasn't something, some late turnover to be mad about, some late Stephen Curry sling pass turnover, dunk the other way type thing, or whatever it may be. I just threw Steph Curry under the bus. No, I'm just kidding. So my point being, I'm glad I stuck through that because we can build on this, whether it's Chris or whether it's whoever. What's great is that I knew me and Dean going through the exchange, and I can't wait to have Dean back on here. So yeah, objectively, really, I remain neutral on the subject of the tax breaks on draft picks. Thank you, Dean, for spending like 5 or more comments explaining that to me, because it was hard. You're in the heat of the moment. A lot of, I don't want to say insults flying left or right, but a comment that made you have a tinge of vengeance with that comment is lingering out there. You're thinking about that. It's like basketball. You're in the middle of a game and somebody yelled a trash talk to you. You got to stay focused and this, that, and the other thing. So I honestly remain neutral on that. I need to do more homework. And I think what I would do if I had the time, which I don't, is to go to each of the 30 teams to look at their salary cap and draft pick situation and to go, okay, here, Warriors, this is easy. Warriors, this is a team that, okay, maybe they deserve a tax break. Then, but do that times 29 other teams and see if other teams are experiencing that. And if you kind of see that other teams are experiencing that, then maybe a change is needed. But if we're the only special case, then we're probably shit out of luck, to be honest with you. Like, that's just kind of the way it goes. So that's my feeling on that. Anyways, awesome. Man, that's a win for all of us. Isn't that, Dean? Like, that felt good to go through and to come out on top together. That I understand Chris better now. Thanks to Dean. Actually, Chris, you should also thank Dean because Dean was able to present your argument in a way that I was confident with Dean because I know him. And then we together were able to prove, man, I almost want to splice. This is my number one priority to splice. I would love to show Steph Curry what we just went through. That's pretty cool. Anyway, Summer League, yeah. Okay, let's answer some questions. Nico Mannion, yeah. I think the situation with Nico is we needed to send a qualifying offer to him for the two-way to retain his rights just in case, because I think he makes like $1 million for Italy in Bologna, and that's a pretty good contract. It's not the NBA, but hey, you're kind of the man out there. They love you. You're a six man. They love you still, and it's not bad. It's not a bad way to spend your professional career. And so, barring injury, knock on wood, like something might happen. We might need to go third string point guard somewhere. Knock on wood, right? This is February, and it's like, okay, we need some. Who do we still have the rights to? Oh, Nico. So do something with that and work it out with buyout with, I don't know, right? You just want to have what Bob Myers likes to call is optionality on that. But I think the full expectation is that Nico's going to go back to Italy and play. But I could be wrong. Okay, cool. Everybody, we're in good spirits right now. Let's see. Man, I got a screenshot. Did I screenshot this already? This is pretty cool, man. Let me screenshot that. Oh, we got to do the drawing. So I don't want to do another copy paste. So that's that on the drawing. So let's just pick a winner. Hey, Chris might win after all. It's got to be a positive comment, and it can. You never know. You never know. So I'm going to copy and paste these comments. Control All, Control C, or Command C on the Mac. Okay. See, it's not going to be Dean because Dean's already won. And preface the giveaway that I'm about to do. I'm picking a positive comment out of all the comments that we had today up until the final buzzer. I am going to search on who said that comment, and that person will win. The problem is my whole giveaway process is broken right now. I've got to get through the Steph Curry golf tournament in Tahoe, the ACC championship next weekend, American Century Championship. I've got to get through Vegas Summer League, and then it will take me a couple weeks to unbox all these prizes, all these bobbleheads. I can see Baron Davis bobblehead right there. Kayak Clay is right there. Somebody's shoes is right there. KT7s are right there. Those are going to somebody. Somebody already won those. Anyways, It will be in the order. Right now, we're at like the number 41st draft pick. So in other words, you're picking 41st out of all the available prizes that are in the description on the Google Drive. So by the end of July, I'll be able to fix our giveaway process, not just for now and the past 4 months, but for good. And then I think I will be out of prizes by then, which is a good thing because I don't want all these boxes of stuff and I'm not a materialistic guy. So let's go. Randomize this. Let's see. Let's see. Oh, I like this Moody one. I like this Moody one. Let's keep it focused on the summer league that's going on right now instead of all this free agency type stuff. And let's just say this is the winner. I've never done that like right off the bat. So let's see who did that one. RC. RC's our winner. Is RC still on here? You are the winner by randomization, my friend. So let me go to my winner circle. And congrats, Raphael was the last winner. He emailed me. So what we're going to do is have you email me. So please email me at rich@letsgowarriors.com and put the word giveaway in somewhere in it. Yeah, cool, guys. Okay, so let's see. All right. Dean went to college with a bunch of Brazilians. Wow, you lucky dog. Oh, man. Oops. Sorry. Screwed that up. Let's do this. Okay. I wanted to screenshot that. That was cool. And my allergies are gone magically now that the game is done. All part of the process. Did I miss anything? Let's see. Anything in the comments? Sorry. Good to have you, Nicole. Have a good day at work, by the way. Which again, I think had to do with no fans at Chase today. Plus, I need to do a restroom run. So, oh my goodness, Erwin. Wow. Good to have you, man. Good to have you. Glad you survived it. Wow. I have no idea what you went through, but it must have been difficult. Oh, and as you say that, I've got some pains in my shoulder, which is weird. Do you think we need another replacement for OPJ? Yeah, to deal with this from a psychological standpoint, what I was saying earlier was that Moody replaces Gary Payton and JK replaces Otto. And now we got to find a replacement for the old Moody and the old JK. So then maybe that kind of makes it less daunting. But yeah, I don't know that we'll find another Otto, honestly, because he's so special. All right, guys. So I will see you from the tournament on Thursday and then Friday. So Steph at Golf Kearney Tahoe Thursday. Oh, I spelled that wrong. Thursday. Vegas Summer League live stream Friday, and so on. See you then. So On your way out, please splash that like button. Who's our next game against? It's Friday Summer League, and check the community page. I'll put it there, and we'll get there. But I'm gonna call it a day. So happy 4th, everybody, and just us 1, 2, 3. Bye.